Hello future millionaire. First time I'm using this location to shoot a video, so a lot of things might go wrong. Let's see. I've never done this one before. New location. I thought this is good lighting and nice background, and I thought share a little bit of my life here with everybody else in the world. We're all in lockdown in one country or another, so I must try my best to make your life a little bit brighter today with this video. So in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin Cash. I'm going to talk about altcoins. I'm going to talk about how you can make 10 times your money by end of this year. I hope the audio is good and I don't have to redo this video 5 times like some other videos. Okay, let's get started. All right, I want everybody to remember that the video I made weeks ago about prices going 12.5x, that is still valid. That is not by me, that is by channeling of Earth Angel, and this is something very different to all other videos I made so far. I want people who are new to my channel to understand this is basically like in the superhero movies, you have the normal person and the alter ego, the superhero type person, and Earth Angels are basically mini superheroes in disguise. We don't have a lot of power, but each one of us have some power that we can practice, exercise, and improve. And the channeling video of Earth Angel Gabriel video I did last time from the hotel is one of those, telling you straightforward what you need to do. 149 Bitcoin Cash you must have by end of this year, then you will have 1 million Aussie dollar. Plain and simple. However, the 149 Bitcoin Cash today is a lot more expensive than when it was when I made that video. It doesn't mean that you should stop. Instead, also you cannot expect anytime soon any kind of other channeling video, because this is not something I decide to do. Instead, this is what come to me in the dreams, and when that happens, I will have no choice but to make it public. But other than that, I do not control those dreams. I don't control the access to the universe. Instead, the universe controls me. So please don't get this one wrong, okay? Imagine I'm the puppet by the universe, and I don't get to do what I want to do very often. I tell you what I've been told. I'm just a messenger. So the messenger doesn't create those messages. Keep that in mind. However, me personally, in my personal life, I've been very positively impacted by the latest message. And one of the things I'm considering right now is also inspired partially by other people, is to put all my effort into buying more Bitcoin Cash. I have already sold all my other assets, and all my liquid assets are mostly gone as well. However, there's one last asset I haven't sold yet, which I'm right now evaluating, and I need your opinion. And please give me a comment and tell me what I should do with this asset. And the asset is the car you see in the video. I own the car outright. I have no loan on it. I paid for it in cash. And this car, if I sell it, I will probably get about $85,000 back in cash right now. And if I put the $85,000 into Bitcoin Cash, by end of this year, I probably get about $850,000 back by December this year. And next year, I will take delivery of new electric cars, maybe in February, maybe in March. I'm not so sure. Depends on the delivery schedule. However, I wanted to drive this car actually until next year when I get my new electric car. But now, looking at the message as I interpreted this, I only have this one chance to multiply the money in the quickest possible way with next to no risk. Sorry, sand. When sand gets blown into the mouth, this happens, okay? So I want to know, from your opinion, if you are me, you already have 99.99% of your net worth in Bitcoin Cash. Would you put your car, still sell your car and buy Bitcoin Cash, or would you leave it and enjoy the car as it is and let it be? Give me some comments. Tell me what you think. What would you do if you are 99.9% of your net worth basically is in Bitcoin Cash? Only 0.1% of your net worth is in the car. So what would you do? Give me some comments. Okay, so this is one section. The next section I want to talk about is all the different other altcoins. If you have any other altcoins, you probably don't really have to sell them to participate in this run up. However, I would strongly suggest you should reducing and focusing your altcoin exposure to no more than 2, which means next to Bitcoin Cash, you should have no more than 2 other coins. I don't really care which one you choose. Ideally, choose the one I suggest you to do, which is BTC and Ethereum. But if you have any other altcoins, I strongly suggest reduce your exposure. Means this way, when you do that, what happens is then you will be forced to make a decision and choosing between a good coin and a great coin. You probably choose all the good coins already, but I want you to choose the great coin. So if you choose the great coin, that means you will reduce the downside, actually increase the upside with exactly the same capital exposure. Keep that in mind. So let's say if you have 5, 6 different altcoins, reduce that to 2, just 2. And this process is going to be difficult, however, it's not impossible. Just remember, if you choose carefully, you have far more upside than you had before. Just remember your history. When you, in the past, when you diversify, don't you have some assets that gone up a lot more up in value and others has not very followed up, and then those who didn't follow up actually drag your performance down? And I want you to eliminate those. Sounds easier than it's done, right? However, the easiest way to choose that is, imagine you only have choice of 1 coin. Which one would you choose? Then you eliminate that coin off your selection, then you ask yourself the same question one more time. Imagine you have only 1 coin to choose from the leftover coins. Which one would you choose? Then you choose that one. Then you have already your 2 coins. Simple as that. Go from top to the bottom. So choose 2 coins of your favorite cryptos. Stick to those. Plus Bitcoin Cash as your core portfolio. Then you'll do extremely well. Maybe something like a 50% in Bitcoin Cash, 25% in coin A, 25% in coin B. Then you have 3 coins, well diversified. But Bitcoin Cash as your core holding, when that one goes up 10x, you're gonna 5x your overall portfolio regardless what happens to the rest. But if the rest outperform, it's great. If it doesn't, at least it's not a huge drag. This was what I would recommend to you to do with your altcoins. Now, the last thing I still want to address is I know a lot of people coming from the Bitcoin SV camp and watching my video. The reason is because there's no one else who actually crossed over between Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, back and forth. I think I'm the only person in the world right now who did a crossover back and forth. And I have a proven track record that I understand both coins to a best possible ability. And you have seen me never mentioning Bitcoin SV so far, but now we had a reorg, 100 blocks of reorg on Bitcoin SV chain, which means the chain is completely unreliable unless they're gonna add on additional hashing power. Simply put, they didn't put on enough locks on the door, and someone broke in the door. So now you have to go get more locks to put on the door. And the good thing is there are other locks you can buy. However, those are expensive. They can rent hashing powers from BCH and BTC camp. However, I don't think they are very interested in those, because why would they invest in BSV chain when they can make more money on BCH chain? It's a simple logical reason. There's no reason to be in any way possible doing charity here. So this is a competition. To reality, this is a market competition. And also, I would suggest to the leaders of the BSV camp, now it's time to face reality. Whatever has happened has happened. Maybe it's time to give up and join the real Bitcoin Cash back again. I would more than welcome everybody back into the Bitcoin Cash camp. And look, there's $2 billion currently stored on the BSV chain. You bring the $2 billion into BCH again, and then sooner or later we grow back to $50-60 billion market cap. This is not that difficult thing to do. And last but not least, do you guys remember one of my channeling videos mentioned that 3 chains will become 1 again? All 3, BCH, BSV, BTC, all 3 will ultimately become 1 again. And we are right now witnessing these 2 chains, the BCH chain, BSV chain, will merge together into 1. How does that happen? I don't exactly know the process, but can you imagine the people who are storing the money in BSV right now? For them, the only logical choice is BCH, to be honest. Why would they choose BTC? They have been campaigning against BTC from the first day, and BTC is not competent. BCH is the only other competent Bitcoin version that they can join, and therefore it's only logical for the miners on the BSV chain to join BCH chain, and for the investors from the BSV chain to join BCH chain. I will have no ill feelings whatsoever. I'm an investor, I'm not a religious person. Join us, you guys are more than welcome. I believe quite a few people on the BSV chain has already joined us because of my videos in the past. This is my open invitation to all the people who are still into BSV. Come back to the real Bitcoin. This is the real Bitcoin, because the real Bitcoin is chosen by the people, not chosen by one single person. This is after all the consensus model. I don't have COVID. It's a sand gets keep blowing through and gets into my throat. All right, maybe that's the sign of the universe say I should stop. I see you in the next one. Bye.